It's become apparent that Hope's attraction to Thomas is going to be more than a passing thing on Bold and Beautiful. This spells bad news for Liam, but he's not the only one. The fact that Hope decided to work with Thomas again after assuring her husband Liam that she would not do so was already a sore point between them, like excruciatingly sore, before things got worse. As though the tension between them in the wake of her decision wasn't bad enough. Liam recently walked in on his wife and the designer in what appeared to be a compromising position. Hope was on top of her collaborative partner on the sofa and his arms were holding her. Oi! Of course, there was a perfectly reasonable explanation for it. But Liam was having none of it and absolutely snapped. Not at all surprising, but there was a whole new level to this tirade. He was beside himself. It was very much a final straw moment as Liam went positively ballistic on Thomas and then engaged Hope in a verbal battle over what he'd witnessed that left them very much at odds, with Liam walking out on her at the end. Well, out of her office at least. Bold and Beautiful teasers preview that Hope will worry about the state of her marriage, which is to be expected after what went down. But theirs may not be the only relationship affected. Looking back on Liam's history, when things blow up with Hope, he runs to Steffi, and vice versa. Things are a little more complicated this time around because Thomas is Steffi's brother, and she rehired him to work with Hope, which means Liam will have to pick and choose his words carefully if he turns to his ex, and make no mistake about it, he will. Further complicating matters is that Steffi isn't waiting with open arms for Hope and Liam to blow up these days. She's happily married to Finn and raising 2 kids with him. But we've got a word of warning for the good doctor. Be on the lookout for history trying to repeat itself. As first revealed in More. Sod, Liam is going to do what he always does and run to Steffi after his argument with Hope. She'll set him straight when it comes to Hope and Thomas working together, and that may calm the rough seas for a bit. As Scott Clifton points out, he trusts her. While there may not be a flip-flop of the immediate variety, Finn and Steffi are facing potential problems of their own with Sheila back in the picture and under his care at the hospital. He saved his biological mother's life, and there's every reason for concern that the couple will hit a crossroads if he begins to show signs of caring about her. Should they begin to experience friction at about the same time that Liam's marriage hits the rocks, it could mean bad news for Dr. Finnegan. After all, we all know what happens when steam gets together to commiserate. The writing appears to be on that sketch pad for Hope and Liam's marriage, and we know exactly who he's going to want to lean on when it all goes south. Finn, beware. What do you think will happen in the Hope/Liam/Thomas storyline? Let us know in the comment section below.